So over a month ago, I was working on my deck, and so many of you saw me picking these things and said, what are they? And I told you they were potato mint. And you came back, I want to see it. What is it? Do a video on it. So 5 years ago, Gary decided he wanted some potato mint. Let's look at an old clip on how it ended up here. So I went ahead and I found it on eBay and I ordered it that way. And we were really pleased. I'll show you, how it all ended up, because from that one purchase, we have so much of it. And we don't even take care of it. And I think there's a lot of you that may really appreciate it, even though it's not going to yield a lot like potatoes. You can grow it in the heat of the summer. Now, what we did is we bought cuttings. And he offered them two ways. He offered them as cuttings and he offered them as a rooted plant. Doing a little bit of research, some people said it rotted right away and they didn't have luck with it. But we decided to go ahead and just get cuttings. It was under $10 with shipping and everything. And here we got 5 cuttings.
Nothing you get at the grocery store? They don't sell this at the... It just looks familiar for some reason.
Because it's in the mint family.
I don't smell anything. Okay, so he sent how many stems? I bought 3, that's right. Did you root it in water? Are you going to go straight in soil, aren't you?
Well, it says to root in water, so I don't know.
He does say that?
That's what his little thing said.
I'll get more into this perennial in a minute on vitamins and everything, but when we put it in water, in a matter of days, it rooted. But I did it different. I went ahead and took all the little ones off from the bottom. Let me show you. There's a few that just started already. But as soon as it came, see, even this one started to grow now. See how it's got growth on the bottom? There was growth all the way on the end because he just did cuttings and he just sent them. So I took these little growths off, the new growth, and I did mine by planting it in paper cups. And you know what? They are doing great. Look how big they got. They were this size when I took them off. They were that tiny and they just took off. So they've got a couple of them in here that are doing really, really good. So we went ahead and put them in water per instructions as he had said, but the ones that I planted directly in the paper cups and keeping it really wet with water underneath, mine grew really quick, and they were the little tiny offshoot suckers from it. And look at the beautiful roots. Now let's get into this plant. So what this is the African potato mint, and it's a perennial herb, so it comes back each year. It's got some vitamins to it, as it has both nutritional and medicinal benefits. It grows with the tubers, which these are that you're seeing here that look like potatoes, and both the leaves and the tubers are edible. I will tell you, I don't taste much in the leaves. It's supposed to be very rich in carbohydrates. It's got vitamin A. It has minerals and amino acids. And it's supposed to be good as an anti-inflammatory. Truthfully, Gary bought it more as a novelty, and we thought for a while there we lost it. He had it in his garden, then he didn't see it. I had it in mine, I didn't take care of it, and it came back. And then occasionally I'd find some pieces and throw it somewhere, and I threw a couple small pieces on the deck. Now, you know how I love to propagate. When they came, you were supposed to put the stems in water, the big long stems, and they would grow roots. But I took the little teeny little plants, the offshoots on the side, and I put them straight in soil like the way I propagate, and ended up growing my own that way, and Gary had his in the yard. Now, the nice thing about this is you can eat them both raw or cooked. Let's talk more about the tubers, because I really don't think the leaves have any flavor. That would be individual taste. Now, the tubers can taste like a potato. If you clean them and boil them, they do taste just like a potato. What is nice is the raw tubers have a nice crunch, kind of like jicama. So you can wash them up, slice them, and put them in a salad or a stir fry or rice or whatever you want. It's really a very nice plant. And since you saw it, a month or two ago on my deck, they're growing all over. I stuck them in so many pots, they're now coming up everywhere. And the reason I think some of you may really enjoy this plant, because it's not going to give you all these meals. Like I like growing a lot of greens that I can go harvest every day from the same plants. This is like growing potatoes. This is a novelty. But the nice thing is you don't have to put them in great big containers. I was using small containers, except for the tote in the yard. But as I was saying, it's an African plant. And when it is 110 outside, these plants are loving it. They want full sun, they want the heat, but they want well-drained soil, but you do have to water them. They kind of have a rubbery leaf, which is very different than a mint leaf, almost like a succulent, so it must hold a lot of water for them. Though they're in the mint family, they do look different, but they have that square stem like the other mints. I think they're fun, and I think this year I'm really going to go back into it, cater to them, look around for them, and get Gary to put them back in his garden. You don't want to really leave them outside if it's too wet and cold. It could disappear, but like I said, I haven't catered to them and they came back. I found them on the deck. I was digging up in the flower pots and all of a sudden it's like, oh, potato mint. So I went ahead and put them all in individual pots. I have a great big tote that I grow in the rainbow garden. Now the problem with that is I put a cover on it, the cover broke, I didn't care, the rabbits got in there and they love it. So it will attract rabbits. They just absolutely love the dickens out of it. They ate up all the leaves, so I had small tubers that one year. What I love is I can put it out in the middle of the yard and not worry about the heat. Just hit them with water and make sure that they're kept somewhat damp, and that's all there is to it. And then you've got this nice food that you can bring in, wash, and add to any of your dishes. I mean, everybody's going to have the individual taste as how you want to use it, but the main thing on it is if you are in the desert in Arizona, Nevada, and you're saying it's so hot I can't grow anything, you're going to grow this. And there's no doubt, because it loves the heat. Just water it once a day or once every other day, because the tubers hold water so they don't die back that easily. It's a fun plant. I'm glad we got it. And I'm kind of glad that it showed up again this year, because we only bought it the one time. And I haven't even taken it out of the tote. I just leave it there. And that's all there is to it. So there's not much I can say about it. We do eat it. Here's one that I kind of peeled. I washed really good. And it's very crunchy. See how it's crunchy? It's just like a jicama. And it tastes really good. I enjoy the taste. But when you boil it, it's more like a potato. It's kind of got a crunchy sweetness to it. Very slight. But it's got a nice texture, great additive to dishes. Well, I happen to really enjoy it. Can they get bigger? Probably if you take care of them, but they're not going to be that big. Remember, they're in the mint family. This is the tubers. So you probably will get the size you saw here and maybe a little bit bigger. And as you saw, I grow them with flowers and other vegetable plants as well. Considering it was growing in these tiny little pots, I think it did good. Let's see if Zoe wants it. Probably not. She doesn't eat anything. Watch. Pooey. No, I don't know if it's bad for dogs. They say mint isn't. It's probably fine, but she wants no part of it. She wants her chicken, her rice, her potatoes, and her cheese. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I gave you an idea of something different to grow. So with that, have a wonderful day, and don't forget to eat what you grow. Bye-bye.